Hey guys, welcome back. I've been called to tune into, I don't know, something fun. I feel like a lot of you guys are trying to figure out what's gonna happen next on the path, especially for those of you who are just looking for new, loving, non-combative relationships. So if you feel as though there has been an incoming soulmate, this message is definitely going to be for you. I went ahead and pre-shuffled, but I got the card of trust and message underneath here. There's somebody who has been growing, and it's as though you guys have been going in a parallel path to each other. And I feel like you guys are going to be sort of meeting up at some point. I don't know if you know this person quite yet. There's something about finally getting to know somebody from scratch and trusting that investing the time and energy to get to know this person is going to make a lot of sense. This is somebody with the card of home and earth at the base. I do like we have 11 and 10. It's just one shy away from an 11-11. It's like this person, they actually do have they've been working on their masculine feminine balance. There's something about this person that's going to feel a lot like home. They're going to aid in your personal transformation. Suddenly my throat chakra, well, for the last few weeks my throat chakra has been shut down, garbled up. There's something that is different about this person where you're going to feel way more confident about talking about what it is that you've been through and feeling more confident with your words. I like this. And I feel like this is someone you're going to be able to co-manifest a new life. You know, I see secondary colors here, and there's something about once you kind of change everything and you go over like just a few degrees over, there's something about this person, they're going to really help you understand the path that you have been on. So if this sounds like your situation, you're more than welcome to stick around. If we haven't met yet, my name is High Priestess Berries, psychic, medium, and divine channeler, hoping to bring you a message. Now, always remember, my messages are candid, unscripted, but they're also timeless. So please tap into your instincts. Listen to your intuition. If there is anything that I talk about that doesn't make any sense, totally fine. Do not worry about it. That part of the message may not be for you. But if it does resonate, let me know by liking and sharing your experience in the comments below. Nice. So after we go to shuffle, clarity. Ooh, clarification on how it is that you have changed. This could be a romantic relationship. This could be a one-nighter. This also could just be somebody brand new that, again, someone who you feel like you have some semblance of camaraderie with, who's going to really help you understand how far you have come in your journey. And I really feel like this is going to be something that both of you are going to find beneficial. But let's go ahead and cut at the base over here. Got the Chariot. I'm going to put that up here. We got the Chariot and the Empress along with the Nine of Coins. There's some kind of reward that you have been resisting going back into the past. You've been getting a lot better at understanding where it is that you've come from and where it is you want to go. A lot of you have done such an amazing job reconnecting with your sense of self-worth. The Empress is about being confident with your spiritual gifts and actually using your inner sense of magic in a thoughtful way. Because I think a lot of you have struggled with people imposing their opinions, imposing their, in some ways trying to, what's the word? Hijack your free will. Like the Chariot is sort of like in the past, someone would hijack your car and then they go for a joyride. They'd still return the vehicle, but it would be in terrible condition. And there's something about no longer allowing other energies to drive you. You feeling way more confident about, even though you're an Empress energy, you're unfazed. You feel a lot more grounded, especially around this person. So let's get a bit of a profile on this individual. We've got the Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords, the Fool, Five of Wands. So it sounds like this person, they've had to walk away from something pretty bad themselves. I really feel like you're going to have a lot in common with this individual. It's going to be one of those things where you're just going to feel so comfortable being around them. In a lot of ways, I feel as though you guys are going to be way too, almost, I won't say too comfortable, because I feel like a past version of you would have been so worried about oversharing. But there's something about this energy where it's like, you know what? You went through that? Yeah. like when you listen to their story, like you didn't even need to necessarily interrupt. There's something because you're an Empress energy, this person just kind of talking about, yeah, I had to walk away from a bunch of stuff going on within my life. Like I was just so fed up with people lying to me, and I kept feeling like I couldn't be myself, and I always felt so haunted with what was going on. That's kind of an example of one of the ways they might try to share with you. Because it's really cool over here with the Fool and the Five of Wands. I feel like both of you are gifting each other this chance to have a fresh perspective on what kind of journey you guys have been on. So let's look at more about this person right here, the Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords. Like I want to figure out what's kind of going on for them, like physically, get an idea of like, their mental space and, the type of person that they are on the soul level, and then we'll draw some cards for you as well just to have some fun comparison. But we do the Queen of Coins, Ten of Cups. What's underneath there? Five of Cups. Okay, I was like, this looked a little bit too good to be true and turns out to be really, really disappointing. It might be hard to see, but the shawl that this character is wearing in the Five of Cups, it also has a skull, which does go in line with the death card we saw in the pre-shuffle. This person has gone through something pretty disappointing. There's that Ace of Swords again, where they have had to go on their own journey to really understand why they got into a situation with somebody that they thought would be nurturing and caring. And I think the reason, yeah, again, it just feels like you guys are just coming together to compare notes, just to be like, wow, I'm not the only one who went through this. Because I really feel as though this is going to help you guys move forward. I don't know if it's a temporary or long-term thing. Let's see if we can get some more data. Okay, we got Judgment, the Emperor, cool, Two of Cups. Like, I feel like this person, they've had to let go of a lot in their reality. I mean, like a lot, a lot. Especially with the sense of deception. I feel like this person, they're still not fully healed. They're working on it. I think they feel a little bit guilty that they first of all fell for an artificial idea of what love was supposed to be. And in some ways, this person, they were really attracted to masculine energy. And again, this person, they could be male, female, or non binary, but they were way too concerned about how people behaved on the surface. They just genuinely thought that, oh, if you behave this way, you must be that way. And this person that they used to be with, this person that they're trying to get away from, wherever it is that they are on their timeline, just beginning to realize they've seen sort of the ugliness of themselves with the other person. It feels like they're going through a bit of an awakening, but they really want to, I hear reconnect. This might be more of a spiritual reconnection. They're trying to find a soulmate. They're really trying to find the one. They're really trying to find somebody that they can have an equal relationship with. Like these are two strong characters. Like of all the tarot decks, this is like one of my absolute favorite Two of Cups. This is Gilgamesh and Enkidu. There's like loyalty and trust and even vulnerability. This could, if you're a dude, this could be, even though you're straight, coming across another guy and just having this amazing bromance and just starting to feel better about who it is that you are. Because with the Emperor, there was this kind of idea that this person had about how it is they're supposed to be, how it is you're supposed to act. Like they really put on the brave soldier face, but it made them judgmental. I don't think that they're as judgmental as they used to be. I think they're a little bit harder on themselves than they are on the external energies. But let's have a look at you over here because I see the Fool and the Five of Wands. Because there's something about this soulmate, this incoming person, they are going to remind you of certain aspects of your past karmic relationships. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but because this person, they were super focused on the surface and now they want to go several layers deeper to know that they can connect with people on a spiritual level. I think you're going to get the chance to sort of see them for where they are at. This person feels like they're very much in their masculine paradigm, while you're in your feminine paradigm. What do we have right here? Four of Coins, Knight of Wands. You might be very hesitant to quote unquote jump into bed with this person. And I'm being a little bit silly about it, but there's something about their energy. They're still a little bit hyperactive where they're trying their best to learn how to ground their energy, especially if they're a hyperactive individual. And I feel like you're going to pick up a little bit on that that could make you a little bit susceptible. But there's just an ask for balance. You know, you calling in your angelic energy, where even if they might say something or behave a certain way that an ex may have, taking yourself out of your own head and having a clear look at the situation to know the difference that you're in a new energy. You're actually a brand new person. You have a very new perspective on your life in general. And you're being asked to take a look at this so you can feel confident that your intuition is sound. We got two of coins. Death came back along with ace of swords. Ace of swords came back. Five of cups. Yeah, so that's that shawl. So again, I don't know if you quite can see the detail because there's a reflection of death in the curtain, and then there's as though death has been stitched into the back of your heart. And that's grief. That's just upset that you had such a significant loss. And I'm looking at this as your physical into the mental, emotional, spiritual aspect of where you are at. But while this person has had to learn to let go of a past version of themselves and learn how to heal how other people treated them, and I think because there's a lot of self forgiveness, this person doesn't feel great that they fell for scams, that they fell for false promises. They've been through it. Whoever this person is, they have transformed. But because they might behave a certain way on the surface, you might take a step back and be like, why does it remind me of so and so? Like, but you're more balanced. In some ways, you're being asked to really tap into this Empress energy and start trusting that you have transformed. You're being asked to look at this person through a new lens, through the person who is you right now, not a past version of you that was hurt. Because a lot of you guys are learning how to overcome and create a brand new life for yourself after PTSD, after trauma, after getting out of abusive and narcissistic dynamics. And the universe wants to throw you a bone to let you know that whether this ends up being romantic or platonic, this is still going to be very, very beneficial. So, what kind of guidance can I offer to the listener of this reading so that they know what is worth to sort of, okay, fine, letting go, what it is that they can focus on, what's the potential final outcome? Because I really want to know more about who this person is and who they're going to be. We got, wow, Six of Wands in the world. The whole point of this encounter is to let you know you have totally overcome something. Again, this could be a temporary friendship, somebody that you meet in class, but that's kind of the extent as to what it is that your relationship could be. This could also be someone that you end up staying connected with. We live in the era of the internet, and maintaining long distance and long-term connections have taken on a bit of a different vibe. Regardless of however this means to you, like, this person is going to help you really understand how much you've really healed. And it's not karmic. This actually feels so beneficial. Both of you benefit. Both of you are going to understand how far you've come. And there's going to be this sort of celebratory energy of like, wow, like you went through that. No, don't you realize how far you've come? And in a lot of ways, this person will appreciate that you can see them for the struggle, but you're not lowering your vibration because you quote unquote feel sorry for them. What do we have here? King of Wands. I love it. Seven of Cups. Eight of Coins. I really feel like down the line, this is going to be someone that you might be a little bit more proactive about. So this sounds like this could be a medium to long-term connection that you're going to have with this person. It's going to be important to not just jump into it. This person still has a lot of their inner demons that they're trying to transmute. Like, this person really feels like a masculine energy. And you are represented here as the divine feminine with the Empress. And it's going to be very important that you will still allow this person to work through their journey. And in some ways, they like you and respect you because you're not invading on their energy. I think we talked about that a little bit earlier. It's important to allow people to have their journey. This person has had so many karmic feminine energies confuse them, anger them, and overtake. And this person's trying to get back onto their feet and get to know themselves for the first time. Like, it's going to seem a little bit weird, a little bit confusing, and it's going to be important just to be here in the moment, focus on what's going on right now. There are a lot of options and opportunities that you could have with this person, but it's going to be important. Don't jump into it haphazardly and maybe just get to know each other. There's something getting to know yourself by getting to know this person, and this person gets to know themselves as they get to know you. In some ways, it's like even if you guys knew each other years ago, grew up in childhood, you're such different people now than who it was that you used to be. Like this will not apply to many of you. This could just be one or two of you. This is you reconnecting with somebody like 20 years later, and this person used to be your bully in high school. But you can tell that their energy has changed so much. You can see their regret. You can see their vulnerability. You can recognize why they behaved the way they behaved. And that's healing. It's like, wow, okay, this person really went through it, but they've done the work. They're doing the work. Like that's one way this could actually manifest for you as well. We do have 8 of coins, and I want to clarify that. Because this feels like hard work, but the way that this character is shown on here, like she's a kind of tiered up. Like there's a lot of irritation, but there's some determination that does come from this Emperor and the Knight of Wands. And I think both of you have struggled with being both in your masculine energy so much that you're so determined to prove something in order to save house, to save face, to force things to work in a way that it's not supposed to work. But this feels so healing, even if in the immediate term the work is exhausting. But I feel like the universe, because I see the pentacles here and the pentacles here, the little pentagram imagery, the universe is trying to help you understand your magic. And I think the universe is breaking both of you down to your base elements to help you rise up, to help you guys understand your own sense of value. And there's just something really cool about the way both of you are going to help balance each other out. Wow, we got the Tower, Knight of Cups. Like this is one of those things where both of you can learn how to be opened up to love again because you both are celebrating that you've put behind a past life, a past lifestyle, and both of you seem to be welcoming in a brand new existence. That's why the universe is saying, don't jump in right away. This person's still trying to figure a few things out. Chances are you are as well. You're still learning how to trust your intuition again. And, version A says, both of you realize, okay, you're going this way and you're going that way, and you have a healthy sense of detachment, or you begin to realize, wow, we're really aligned and we might be able to make a leap of faith together. What do we have? 4 of Swords, 3 of Coins. Like you're just being guided. Don't overthink this. Just be in the moment. Like whether this is temporary or long term, there's something about you guys get to work together and you both get to work it out so that you both stop creating situations where you stab yourself in the foot and you wind up having to I'm hearing over rest. Like you guys have been running yourselves ragged and entertaining energies that drain you. But whatever this shift is, both of you are learning how to invest your time, energy, and money into things that enlighten you, that give you a sense of home, that continue to help you transform to be the person who it is you desire to be, and finally be able to manifest what it is you want. 10 of Coins, and be able to create a sense of long-term happiness. Look at the big picture, I'm being told. So, whew, I think that's the reading. Like, if this resonated, please let me know. And if you need to have any kind of in-depth look at what the situation is, if you're really, really curious, I do highly recommend that you book a tarot reading with me. All the details for that are in the description below. Otherwise, when I see you guys at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries.